What's going on, everyone? Dragonzard is back, bringing you another episode of Competitive Pokes. Today we are going to be going over Goodra. Before we get started, as always, if you guys could, show me some love, hit the like button below, like, rating, comment, subscribe. You can also follow me on Twitter at DragonzardX. If you guys are new to the channel, welcome. Hopefully you like what I'm doing here. Hopefully you guys will subscribe. If you guys are returning, welcome back. I enjoy seeing you guys every day. I love doing battles. This series, however, I call it Competitive Pokes, and, before I started my channel, whenever I really started getting into competitive battling, a lot of PokeTubers I noticed actually put their sets out there, or put certain sets out there, for their fans that were asking questions about it. And it really helped me out a lot when I was coming up, because, I really had no clue about competitive battling until this gen, really. And my first few tries that I got on BattleSpot, it was bad. It was terrible. I didn't know how to EV train. I didn't know how to breed for IVs. I didn't know how to do any of that. So I got wrecked pretty bad. And, I didn't see the point of even running Dragon Dance when I first started. I thought I'd just, power through everything. Which, hyper offense is a thing, but you do need supporting Pokemon and supporting moves as well. So, watching other people, I was able to realize that, able to get their knowledge. And that actually is part of what inspired me to create my own channel. As I told you guys before, I'm a huge fan of Shady Penguin. That guy got me started, and he was my inspiration for starting this channel. So, you always, when you're learning, you've got to have someone to look up to. And the PokeTubers that are out there right now, Nappy, Shady, Ratadactyl, those people inspired me. I learned a lot from watching them, and now, hopefully, I can help out some of you guys in that same way. So that's why I'm doing this series. I really want to keep this going. Your support would really, really help that. So if you guys like these videos, please, show me support down there. And if you guys, maybe have a poke of mine that I've ran that you're curious about, I don't know, maybe the Swampert I've ran, Trevenant, something like that. Let me know in the comments below, and I'd love to bring up more pokes for you guys, and let you guys see how I run them, let you guys pick my brain a little bit, let you guys see why I run them the way I run them. Or if you guys have something better, let me know. I'm not perfect by any means. I just run these the way that I think is best, but my way is not the only way. So, with all that in mind, let's move on to Goodra here. Now, this is a physical Goodra, as you guys see, which is uncommon, I guess we'll say, because every set I came across online had him listed as a special attacker. But at the same time, all those special attacker sets, excuse me guys, all the special attacker sets had him with the ability Sap Sipper. So, part of me is like, yeah, I see you getting the immunity there, that makes sense. But the other part of me is like, why are you going to give him an attack boost via Sap Sipper and not even use an attack nature at all? Just use, special nature. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Goodra isn't terrible by any stretch in the attack department. His base attack is 100, again, not terrible. And if you give him Sap Sipper and you switch in on a Spore or a Leech Seed, two very common moves that you'll see quite a bit, you can get him that attack boost right away. And, a 50% boost to a base 100 attack poke isn't a terrible thing, especially when it's a Dragon type that gets Stab on Outrage. He's not a bad poke at all. He's definitely stronger. I think he's base 110, 120 for special attack. But, like I said, there's no reason not to try him, at least as a physical set. And this physical set hasn't done terrible, honestly. And a lot of times, too, it catches people off guard. So, that's a surprise there, too. They're expecting a, special attacker, so they switch out into a special wall. And special walls can't always take physical hits. So, that's my basic overview. Pardon me, guys, for 1 second, let me get a drink, and we will jump right into stats, EVs, IVs, natures, etc. Okay, that's better. Alright, so, Power Whip. That's his first attack. He learns Power Whip naturally. Not really too sure why, but maybe his little antenna feeler things in his head, uses a whip, I don't know. Anyway, he learns Power Whip naturally. Not a terrible move, especially considering that Quagsire got bumped up to OU, I want to say, because of his unaware ability. Now, if you do get the Sap Sipper boost, and then they switch into a Quagsire, you're not going to get the Sap Sipper boost because of what his ability does. I think it's Unaware, I want to say, which negates all status changes. But the fact is that you're still going to have a base 100 Power Whip, and he's going to be 4 times weak to that, so he's not going to appreciate that at all. If you're fighting a mixed tier, a lower tier, they bring in a Swampert, which I've ran Swampert to pretty good effect in the past. Swampert won't appreciate that at all. So, also, you might be running against Ubers. Some subscriber, Ghost Dog, he battled me with the Kyogre I gave out in my giveaway, and I also had another subscriber. He was having internet problems, so I didn't post any of his battles. I wish I could have, though, because we had some really good ones. But, Power Whip 2 shots, an Adamant Groudon, and the Kyogre I went against for my subscriber, it wasn't full HP. I think it was around half, actually, but Power Whip did one-shot the Kyogre from half. So, and that was without any boosts at all from Sap Sipper. So Power Whip from Goodra is very, very strong. Next attack we have is Outrage. It's Dragon type, it's Stab. It's really powerful, base attack 120, as you guys know. The only negative side effect to it is you lock yourself into it for at least 2 rounds, possibly 3, and you could get confused, or you do get confused afterwards, and you could get hurt from confusion. So that's definitely a negative, but if you're coming against like a late game sweeper and they've got, 1 to 2 pokes left, maybe 3, there's no reason not to go for it. Like I said, it's base attack 120, he gets stab boost from it, it's gonna hurt, I promise you guys that, especially if you're able to get off that Sap Sipper boost. Basically everything I say here is going to be especially if you get the Sap Sipper boost, because Sap Sipper is going to make him so much stronger, plus it gives him an immunity, which is really good. Next up we have Earthquake. Earthquake is just a solid power move. You see lots and lots and lots of physical sweepers have it, and just for good reason, it's pretty good neutral coverage if nothing else. It takes out electric types, hits rock types, hits everything pretty hard, so that's basically just a coverage move. Again, you get Sap Sipper off, it's gonna hurt. Final move in this set is Dragon Tail, and that's a phasing move. Basically, if they come out and they think they're gonna set up on you, or they try to set up on you, they get a belly drum off, they start dragon dancing, I don't know, anything along those lines, you Dragon Tail them out, and, that's pretty much negated for the time being. Now, the item I have is the Assault Vest, and that is because that kind of goes with his EVs, because the way I have his EVs spaced out, I have 252 HP, 252 attack, and then the few points I have left over are all in defense. So he's actually not, he's not EV trained in special defense at all, but with the Assault Vest, he can take pretty much any Ice Beam. I believe he can take any Draco Meteor and have just a little bit left over and can hit opposing Dragon types with an Outrage for the win, in theory. But yeah, I think he can take any Draco Meteor. I know I hit a Goodra with my Noivern with a Dragon Pulse, and this Noivern was choice specs, and it didn't do much at all to him. So, like I said, the Assault Vest allows him to live pretty much any Ice-type attack, pretty much any Dragon-type attack, barring the crit, and basically revenge kill at that point. So that's the Assault Vest is for. I basically just told you guys my EV spread. It's a very simple one, 252 HP, 252 attack, and, the rest goes to your defense, because he's rather lacking in the defense department. You see here, I run the Adamant Nature, which means attack up, special attack down. He's not naturally very bulky, physically defensively. Especially defensively is a different story, though. He's definitely bulky there. Doesn't have too much speed. His special attack is a decent nature, not bad. But like I said, I wanted to try something different, and you can usually catch some people off guard with this because they're not expecting it. So, let's see. I went over IVs, went over EVs, went over nature, went over his moves, went over his ability. I believe that's everything. So if you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Let me know. Thank you guys for watching. Again, if you guys are new to the channel, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you're returning, thanks for coming back. Thanks for supporting me. Thanks for all that you do every day. Remember, I upload videos daily. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at DragonzardX. Thank you guys so much for everything. You guys have a great day. Dragonzard out.